Welcome to the Blockchain Hurricane, where we try to answer your questions about crypto and blockchain in less than 2 minutes. Today, we're talking about public versus private blockchains, which I don't think we've covered before. So, we know that Bitcoin, Ethereum, and so on, all of the familiar names from exchanges and from cryptocurrencies are public blockchains. You can go to your browser to something like Block Explorer, and you can watch transactions being registered in real time and blocks being created. You can read some details about those transactions, and if you have the right software interface, something like, say, OpenSea to interpret details of NFTs, you can see everything about the transactions. This isn't great in terms of commercial confidentiality. And since around 2013, there's been work in parallel to the development of public blockchains to build private blockchains. And so we have seen the growth of things like Hyperledger, which is in use for things like supply chains, and R3 Corda, which was built by the banks, by a consortium of banks for very, very strong access controls and, yes, commercial confidentiality. So these private blockchains share many of the features of public blockchains, in that if you're part of the network that is allowed to see what's going on, you can see all the transactions. We have a distribution of nodes, so that means that there are many, many computers holding exactly the same copy of the blockchain, which is the same with a public blockchain, and they have their own consensus mechanism, their own way of agreeing on the system state and the addition of each block to the chain. So they function in a very similar way, but they're restricted in terms of access. And so the same technology that we see with Bitcoin, Ethereum, and so on is also being used under the hood in commercial applications to verify and timestamp information and to build confidence and trust.